right, Skinny Improv. Zach Galifianakis on concessions out there. That was nice. I just came from a barbecue for my cousin. He just got back from basic training. 14 weeks of really hard work. Really proud of him. A little disappointed in the government because I think somebody that's given a grenade should be able to spell it without the use of two eyes. He's really sweet though. I had a lot to eat though. I'm kind of gassy, which would mortify a girl because they try to like turn that into an act of espionage. They like hide out in a locked bathroom, like got a deadbolt on it that I never noticed before. And that's because they don't want you to walk in and catch them pointing themselves at the exhaust fan. Lighting candles and getting in the bathtub for a water birth like Tom Cruise does. Guys are really proud of it. Like they hold the patent on the recipe. Eye of taco, sprouts of Brussels, deviled egg, and oyster mussel. A splash of tequila. Tequila farts are for professionals only though. Well, it's like, if you get a tequila fart too close to your hot water heater, the pilot light will chase it back to you and ruin your Levi's. I think the worst though is my nephew. He's a 3-year-old little boy and it is just rancid. I don't even know how he does it. I watch what he eats. Apparently, if you eat Gerber graduates, you will ruin your house. I mean, he did it once, and I thought I needed to change him. And when I went to check, the Spider-Man on his underpants was having the stigmata, a seizure. There is nothing super about that poor hero. I mean, it just smells like slime and snails and puppy dog tails. Oshkosh, my God, that is awful. But, I mean, like I said though, my cousin, he's really a great kid. I just can't imagine him marching in unison. I mean, this is the guy that can't walk in flip-flops without this like taped cat foot thing, slapping his feet all the way through the store. His mom won't walk next to him. She's like trying to get away. And I mean, and he just got back last night. This kid, for 18 unsuccessful minutes this afternoon, tried to load a water gun. That's pretty awful. It works like a syringe. Is that a needle thing? Okay, you're not going to be good for battle triage. It kind of makes me wonder, like, what they plan to use him for. So I asked him, I was like, man, what are you going to do now that you've gotten out of the Army? And he said, I'm going to teach special ed. As a translator? I love him to death, though. Him and his sister are just notoriously terrible for saying the most off-the-wall things. And his sister recently was sitting at my house watching TV, nothing to do with chickens. And she just says, do chickens have teeth? What, man? Her boyfriend's a friend of mine, and he just went off. He's like, God, don't just say everything that comes to your mind, please. And I wanted to defuse the situation before he said something I had to slap him for. So I was just like, no, Rihanna, chickens have lips. And instead of getting mad like I thought she would, she was like, Bud, is it that hard to just tell me something? She called me in a tiff one afternoon because she was in an argument with some friends of hers. They were pissed off at her because she was talking about how her dad went to the Woolly Mammoth Museum in Idaho, and they told him that woolly mammoths really do exist in Siberia. And she was trying to convince her friends and just could not get it done. And so she called me and she's like, what am I going to do to prove it? I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want to get in the middle of it. So I was just like, look, call the museum. Call them. Ask them your question. They should be able to answer it. So she calls them. She gets them on the phone. The first thing she says is this the Woolly Mammoth Museum? And the guy's like, yes, ma'am. She said, do you got anybody there that can answer a question about a mammoth? Let me check. Can I get your information and call you back? And all, you know, he went and just like hooked up a speakerphone or like a tape recorder. because that has got to be his favorite story to tell about around the office. And I mean, she spent 45 minutes the other day looking for buns for the bratwurst that we were going to grill. And she's wandering around and can't find them. She finally comes back and she's all mad. Her hair has been draggled, her shirt's a little torn. I'm like, what happened? She said, I went to 8 places looking for bratwurst buns. All you're getting is hot dog buns. But that's my time, everybody. Thanks a lot. I had a lot of fun.